What's up, everybody? You already know who it is. It's DripGodDero, and I'm back at you guys with another banger. So, in today's video, we got to talk about PASCAL SIAKAM again. Now, if you didn't watch my previous video about PASCAL SIAKAM and the 5 teams that I believe he will get traded to, then tune into that video. But, man, it looks like a day after I uploaded that video, he actually got traded to one of the teams in that video. So, without further ado, man, hey, shout out to everybody who's been subscribing to the channel, turning on notifications, liking the videos, and commenting on the videos, and let's get right into it. Alright, so like I said, literally a day after I uploaded my video, a day, this man PASCAL SIAKAM got traded. And y'all see who he got traded to. It looks like he got traded to the Pacers in a trade with the Raptors and Pelicans. So we will go into depth on this trade and my thoughts on it. And let's get to it, man. Let's get to it. Man, I just find that so crazy how right after I made that video, literally right after, this man gets traded. That's just crazy to me. But let's read into it. I'm gonna zoom in. Well, this fun. But let's read into it. The Indiana Pacers have acquired all-star forward PASCAL SIAKAM in a trade that sends Bruce Brown, Jordan Nwora, and 3 first-round picks to the Toronto Raptors. Sources told ESPN's Adrian Wojnarowski on Wednesday. As part of a separate trade, New Orleans Pelicans sent Kira Lewis Jr. to the Raptors and a second-round pick to the Pacers, sources told ESPN. 2 of the first-round picks going to the Raptors are for 2024 Indiana's own selection and the lesser of a Utah, Houston, LA Clippers, Oklahoma City pick, while the third is for 2026 from Indiana, sources said. Alright, so that's what it is, man. It looks like the Raptors, they got rid of PASCAL SIAKAM. They got back Bruce Brown, Jordan Nwora, and 3 first-round picks, and that's a pretty good, that's a pretty good trade if you really think about it. As we know, PASCAL SIAKAM is on an expiring contract, so with him being on an expiring contract, you do want to get as much value as you can for a player of his stature. They pretty much did the same thing with OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby was also on an expiring contract. So, similar to this situation, you want to get as much value as you can when it comes to trading a player on an expiring contract. And that's what the Toronto Raptors did. Now, to get more in depth on the players, Bruce Brown, he's a pretty good player, plays good defense, been shooting the ball decent this year, and somewhat of a jack of all trades when it comes to his position. And Jordan Nwora, he is pretty much a throw-in my honest opinion. The thing that you would be most excited about is just the 3 first-round picks, man. The 3 first-round picks is what this trade is all about, if you really think about it, man. Because as we know, Toronto, since Kawhi left, they haven't really been contenders, to be honest. They've been in that middle of the pack range. And with them losing so many players as of late, as we know last year, Fred VanVleet, he pretty much walked away and they didn't gain anything from him. They didn't try to trade him to get some value out of him. So they didn't want to do the same thing this year when it came to players like OG Anunoby and also PASCAL SIAKAM. They wanted to get at least some type of bang for their buck on those players, and that's what they did. And yeah, I think it's a good trade when it comes to the Toronto Raptors. You get 3 first-round picks, and this team is at that stage where it's either you want to start rebuilding or you want to go all in and try to acquire some stars. And it looks like that's the decision that the Toronto Raptors made, that they want to start rebuilding, and why not get 3 first-round picks? Now, to speak on the Indiana Pacers side, it should definitely be interesting to see how, the Tyrese Halliburton and also PASCAL SIAKAM trade looks. Just to go a little more in depth on it, I like this move for the Indiana Pacers as well, because they didn't really lose too many key players. They didn't lose Mathurin. You know, they didn't lose. Of course, they didn't lose Tyrese Halliburton. They didn't really lose much at all, to be honest. All they lost was Bruce Brown and Jordan Wara. But besides that, they didn't really lose anybody. They didn't lose Miles Turner, you know. So that's pretty good on their end as well, that, you know, you was able to get an all-star player in PASCAL SIAKAM without losing none of your key pieces. So it's pretty much a good trade on both ends. I'd like to see how much better this Indiana Pacers team can be, and if, you know, just having a veteran presence on that team and PASCAL SIAKAM, who is known for playing defense as well, if he can, you know, make a change for this team defensively, because that's where they struggle the most. But hey, overall, I like this trade for both teams. With the Toronto Raptors, you get 3 first-round picks, and you get Bruce Brown, who is a serviceable role player. And with the Indiana Pacers, you get PASCAL SIAKAM without really losing too many of your key players. So with that being said, man, y'all tell me what y'all think about this trade. Which team do you think won the trade? Me personally, I don't think there's really any winners on this trade. I think it about equals out, to be honest. You know, Toronto, they're trying to rebuild, and, you know, Indiana, they're trying to make a playoff push, and I think they both did well when it came to those different goals. But hey, if you enjoyed this video, like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the motherfucking channel, turn on notifications and all that good stuff, and I'm out. Peace.